A South Florida plastic surgeon, pretty good looking himself, but he's been getting a lot of attention about a book that he wrote for kids.
If you don't say so yourself, we're supposed to introduce you to Dr. Michael Salzhauer before My Beautiful Mommy was released. Well, he's back to tell us how the book has been received. So, what's the verdict so far?
Very positive overall, especially for its intended market, which are patients that are going to have plastic surgery who have children. My patients love it. Other plastic surgeons' patients have bought the book and used it with their own families, and I've gotten emails and phone calls thanking me for writing it. So the response has been very positive from the intended audience.
Okay, but we use the word controversy in there. Where's the but?
Well, the controversy comes mostly from people who haven't read the book itself or really don't understand what its intended purpose is.
And that is?
When you hear, well, the purpose is to allow mom to explain to the children in the family what's going to happen when mommy comes home from her plastic surgery. Remember, mom is the pillar of the household, and so if she comes home with black eyes, bruises, and bandages, you have to tell the kids something. You know, what happened? And when the bandages come off and she looks different, they have some questions. So it's a difficult topic to raise with your children. And until this book came out, there really was no child-friendly way to open that subject up for discussion. And so that's why I wrote the book.
How does an adult talk about plastic surgery to a child who says, Mommy, as you point out in the book, she says, I'm having my nose done, and the kid says, well, Mommy, your nose looks beautiful already.
Well, that's an excellent question. And it's something that is difficult to open up with kids, and you know, we try to teach our children that beauty is on the inside, and that what's on the outside is less important. By the same token, most children understand that beauty does have value, and they get that message from many different sources, from television and from the children's books that we read them. You know, Sleeping Beauty, The Ugly Duckling. You know, even in Snow White, you know, the princess is perfect and the witch has an ugly, crooked nose, and so forth. So they understand that beauty does have value. There's a fine line between putting too much emphasis on it and dismissing it altogether. But again, remember, this is not a general children's book. It's not something you'd read to your kids before they go to sleep at night, like Good Night Moon or The Cat in the Hat.
This is a preparation book.
This is a preparation book. This is going to be a reality for some children's lives.
What has the response been? You've told me what they are for your patients. What about the kids?
The kids love it, actually, and that's the most gratifying thing. I've had patients come back with their children holding the book, and patients tell me that the children request that moms read it to them night after night for a few weeks after the surgery, because it is colorful, it's written in a Disney-like style, and there's some humor in it. You know, the doctor is going to drum like a superhero, but what comes out of his mouth is like blah, 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 tummy tuck, blah, blah, blah.
That's how kids hear it.
That's how kids hear it, you know, and they get it, you know, they get the humor in the book itself, and it really does help them become more relaxed with the whole process and not be afraid, which is what they were beforehand.
And also it touches on it from the kids' point of view, because kids also want to know how it's going to impact their lives. Like the daughter here asked, Mommy, are you still going to be able to take me to school in the park? You know? And so there is an impact when Mom is hurting, everybody's hurting.
Sure, sure. And from a tummy tuck, which is the most popular operation down here in South Florida for moms, you know, you can't jump on mommy's bed when she comes home from the hospital. Mom can't carry the heavy milk out of the refrigerator in the morning, and so you see the child carrying the heavy milk. You even see the dad doing the dishes in the kitchen, which is probably the least realistic frame in the whole book.
Well, that was my next question. You've had such great success with this. Maybe a book geared towards husbands?
Sure, Daddy Do-Over or something.
There we go. Pick on the guys again.
It's trying to be fair to everybody. Well, congratulations. Very colorful, very informative, and I'm sure your family's proud.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right.
And you know what?
Congratulations on the show.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
I just read it. It is at my reading level. So that's